Hello! GokigenYO! Isla-sama! Desu! Good morning! Wait. Is this okay? Good morning! Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are! Oh my gosh! Today's the day! Today's the day! We go down the rabbit hole or the toilet bowl. I only have like 2 brain cells normally, but I think I've completely ran out of brain cells when I was doing my research. I was like, yeah, why did I do this stream again? Oh my gosh, you are not ready. You are not ready. You are not ready. You are not ready. I'm not ready. Are you? Are you? But anyway, GokigenYO. Today, we're doing a deep dive. To be honest, I looked at my 2012. I looked at my 2012 slides, and I kind of reached the same conclusion as like the 2012 deep dive that we did last couple of weeks ago. And spoilers alert, the conclusion is kind of like it's a very comprehensive like deep dive, but then again, if you look at the bigger picture and like the backstory and everything, it's actually not that deep. It's actually not that deep. It is deep, like the lores and all that, but if you look at it in a bigger picture, it's actually not that deep. But I will explain that. I will explain that in a bit. Is it Richard's fault? No, this time it's not Richard's fault. It's this person named, spoilers alert, Alexi. It's not Richard this time. This time we're not gonna be blaming Richard. It's a different person. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually sat down on my PC and instead of doing some other productive things, I was here watching the Skibidi toilet episodes on my other monitor and reading stuff about Skibidi toilet on my main monitor. It's just funny to think about it now. It's just funny to think about it now. Like, what am I doing? What have I been doing? I mean, it was pretty productive. I mean, I guess it is productive to like watch the episodes at the same time while researching, but then again, it's kind of funny that I kind of like wasted my time with this. It's not a waste if I can teach you guys a thing or two. I mean, I was surprised with like some of the things that I didn't know about this like series, you know. I will elaborate. I've been spoiling too much. We haven't even started with the slides yet. And I think I have more slides this time than the last one. To be honest, the 2012 deep dive had a lot of slides, but that was because I was like separating the heading, like the titles, into like one slide. So this one's a little bit more, I guess, like comprehensive. I even made a drawing. Oh my god. I even made a drawing. Alright. Alright. I can't believe this. Isla Coleman Skibidi toilet crash course. Cause like, come on, we've been seeing it all over the internet. Aren't we tired of it? Aren't we tired of it? Aren't we all tired of it? So it's everywhere. We throw the word Skibidi, but we don't even know what a Skibidi is. Do you know what a Skibidi is? I thought it was an actual word, but it's actually not. It's not a word, obviously. Like, no one uses Skibidi in a sentence. It's not until like Generation Alpha. Not until Generation Alpha. What even is the use of the? How do you even use it in a sentence? I actually didn't include that in the slides. I should though. I should. Skibidi in a sentence. Use Skibidi in a sentence. Okay. There you go. actually didn't research that part. Wow, it... Wait. Why did I add it to my bookmarks? No, I don't want to add Skibidi Toilet to my bookmarks. So how do you use Skibidi Toilet in a sentence? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense actually in the series, but we'll learn more about that soon. But how do you use Skibidi in a sentence? According to this website, it says two results. Two results found. Skibidi Toilet by Mary Jackson. Thank you. And the other one is obviously I feel like if you're not a Zoomer, if you're not from Gen Alpha, it's very hard to comprehend this sentence. I'm a saucy baka. So are you. Among Us imposter. I suspect you. I say I'm mewing. You say it's you. I'm a Sigma. Skibidi Toilet too. It's like, wow. It's like the modern day. Roses are red, violets are blue. You know. I guess this is how kids these days actually like flirt, or in their own terminologies, this is how they riz nowadays. Wow. Yeah, Sussy Baka is like way before. And surprisingly, Skibidi Toilet only debuted, spoilers alert, only debuted last year. It only debuted last year. I thought it was like in 2021 or like during the pandemic, you know? During like the height of COVID and everything. But apparently not. It debuted just last year. Can't believe it. But anyway, this is how you use it in a sentence. We will get to the terminology later. I actually did include in my slides the word origin of the word Skibidi. I feel like some of you guys may or may not know, but I definitely didn't know where it came from. Like, what's a Skibidi? Is it just like a baby talk? Is it just baby talk like oh gaga Skibidi? Is it just baby talk? It was not in fact just baby talk, apparently. So we're gonna learn about that. Anyway, the guy who created Skibidi Toilet stopped making Skibidi Toilet. No, he did not stop. Anyway, moving on to the first slide of this deep dive. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. All right, you can see my cursor too. Anyway, so when we think about Skibidi Toilet, on the surface level of Skibidi Toilet, okay, surface level, you're not a Zoomer, you're not Gen Alpha, you've heard of the term Skibidi Toilet, you've probably seen it here and there. You would normally think about this, right? You would normally think about this. Okay, and it has seasons, alright? This is season 1. Season 1 is just 1 minute long. But actually, all of the Skibidi Toilet episodes are in like one playlist, and it's like 1 hour long. Holy moly. Just imagine sitting down for 1 hour and 37 minutes watching a whole playlist of Skibidi Toilet. The whole series of it. You could have watched a movie. You could have watched your favorite anime like 2 times, maybe. But no. You decided to watch Skibidi Toilet. Anyway. So, going back. I have no script, by the way. I don't have any script. So, I'm just gonna wing it. So, when we think about Skibidi Toilet, this is what we imagine, right? A man's head with an unsettling look, smile, that face, you know? Inside a toilet. That's it. That's a Skibidi Toilet. We know him as the creepy like the next generation creepypasta image, you know? So, this is what we think Skibidi Toilet is. But, in reality, Skibidi Toilet right now, as of this moment, as we speak, looks like this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen and potatoes, this is Skibidi Toilet now. What the frick happened to the simple good old days of a head popping out of a toilet? Not anymore. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. I'm not even joking. I wish I was. But if you look at the creators' YouTube channel, this is what Skibidi Toilet looks like now. It's unreal. It's unreal to think about that this stupid man, this stupid looking head inside the toilet has now transformed into this kind of series that looks like Transformers. And I think to myself, okay, interesting. This has certainly changed. I don't know, for the better or for the worse, but you could see it kind of looks like Transformers, you know? I couldn't believe it myself. I looked at the creator's YouTube channel, and I was expecting just a bunch of like thumbnails like this. Fun fact, you cannot find the older episodes. You cannot find the older episodes in his channel because he got copyrighted a lot of times. We will get into that later. But basically, I was looking through the videos and I was looking for the older thumbnails of like episode 1, 2, 3. But no, you cannot find it. Some of the videos were privated due to copyright claim. And we'll get into that later. But just compare it. Just compare Skibidi Toilet from then to now. Like, you couldn't believe it. So what is happening? What is happening in this Skibidi Toilet verse? How did it turn into this? I thought it was just brain rot for children. Apparently, well, it's not a lie. It is in fact brain rot, but we will get into that later. So, Skibidi Toilet. What is it? What the frick is it? Keep hearing it everywhere. Even like internet boomers just throw that term around to like, you know, make fun of the Gen Alpha nowadays. I use Skibidi to like make fun of Gen Alpha. But like, what is it? What is a Skibidi Toilet? Is it really as deep as the lore implies, or is it just one big brain rot? A plan to brainwash children into being stuck in their like iPads or phones or their like YouTube, you know? We need to know that. We need to dive into that. Deep dive. Hey. Okay. So, what is it? What is Skibidi Toilet? The series itself. So, Skibidi Toilet is a popular YouTube series by Alexei Gerasimov, debuting in February 2023. This is my biggest surprise. I thought Skibidi Toilet was like 2020 or 2021. Apparently, it was just last year. This is last year, 2023. But then again, you think to yourself, yeah, when did this term become popularized? Just nowadays, right? Just nowadays, or like late into last year. Last year, yeah. But in my mind, I was like, yeah, this is like 2020. Apparently, it's not 2020. So, the plot, very easy explanation of the plot. The plot features human head toilets battling humanoids with electronic heads. So, this is my realization while I was researching and watching the videos. It's like a complete opposite. So, instead of like, you know, humans fighting inanimate objects, you know, it's a mix of the two. So like the Skibidi Toilets have heads, but like they don't have a human body, whereas their enemies, well, there's a term for that, we'll get into that later, but they're battling like the cameramans the CCTVs, the security cameras. Yeah, so those have camera heads, but like a human body. So that's kind of interesting. That's a really interesting observation I've made by myself. Like, it feels like I thought initially that Skibidi toilets would be fighting humans, but they are fighting like the same type of like human slash inanimate object hybrid, you know? So that's the easy explanation of this plot, but it's way deeper. So terminologies. What's a skibidi? What the frick is a skibidi? Why do children keep using it? So skibidi is quote unquote the anthem. So you know that song that plays repeatedly on like each episode of a Skibidi toilet episode? Apparently that's their anthem. It's not a background music. Don't call it a background music. It's their freaking anthem. So the anthem's lyrics originate from the song Dom Dom Yes Yes by Sir King, popularized on, you guessed it, surprise surprise, TikTok. And the anthem goes like Skibidi dop 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 yes yes. I listened to it quite a lot of times. So it does not have any meaning. It's just like a, yeah, like an onomatopoeia. Yeah, in the song it goes like Skibidi dop 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 yes 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 no 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 yes 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 Skibidi dop dop dop. That's literally the song. So I thought it was just like a BGM. Apparently it's not a BGM. It's not a background music. It's their anthem. It's their call. No, it's their call. So actually, like the song in the Skibidi toilet episodes were actually it's actually a mashup. But the Skibidi term itself comes from this song, the Dom Dom Yes Yes. And yes, the lyrics do include Skibidi on it. There was Skibidi on the lyrics. It goes Skibidi do 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 yes 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 no 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 dop 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 Skibidi dop dop dop. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. You think I enjoyed my time watching those Skibidi episodes? I hated it. There's no dialogue, nothing, just the same Skibidi song playing repeatedly until you're brainwashed. Luckily, I'm not 12 years old. I'm 16, so it doesn't work on me. But you could imagine the pain I went through while watching the first few episodes of it, you know? So yeah, Skibidi dop 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 yes is their anthem, apparently. Can we get a snippet or would copyright get you? Copyright would get me, so I am not playing anything. I wish I could. I really wish I could. I actually included it in the slide, but I wish I could play a video for you guys, but I might get copyrighted. Cause like the creator himself got copyrighted, so I'm not risking my channel just for a Skibidi toilet, you know? Alright. How did it become popular? Now, if Skibidi toilet has been there for around like a year already, since February 2023, how did it become popular? Why do children use it now? The easiest explanation to this is I'm clicking. There we go. Brain rot. It's brain rot. So how does the brain rot work? It relies on the loud effects, wacky animation, and comedy horror imagery. I don't know about how children's minds works when it comes to watching Skibidi toilet, but usually they don't really have the comprehension for like what's funny and what's not funny. So the proper psychological term for this is I researched. It's overstimulating. It's actually overstimulating children's minds. So it's not the fact that Skibidi toilet is funny, but it actually has like some real dangerous psychological effects to children's brain. It's actually damaging. It's called overstimulation. It's we call it brain rot. but it's the true term for it is actually overstimulating. If we're like referring to like the actual effect that it has on children, it's overstimulating. So to be honest, we talk about like, oh my god, Skibidi Toilet has like deep lore and a plot and all that, but I'm telling you right now, it's not that deep. I don't think these children even like realize that there's a lore. They just think that, oh my god, this is so funny, this is so loud and funny. Skibidi dop 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 dop, skibidi dop 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 dop, you know? Yeah. So again, the remix song was popular on TikTok. More on that next slide. Really? Or maybe I mixed it up. I think I mixed it up. Yeah, I mixed it up. This was supposed to be on the other side. Anyway, the remix song was popular on TikTok, and the creator used that song on his video, which might have contributed to like how it became popular, because it's originally on YouTube, but it also kind of blew up on TikTok too. And I think another reason why it has become very, very popular, because again, for a number of weeks, the creator of the series was actually putting out a video each day. Each day. And you know, YouTube rewards that. They help your videos get into the algorithm more. That could be an explanation. It could be a really, really good point and explanation. I would say the main reason why it's popular is because of the brain rot, but how it was able to like reach like children, like children's suggestions and all that, it's because of this one. Because I can say as a creator here on YouTube that YouTube really rewards creators if they consistently upload. Like you'd constantly be seeing them in your suggested tab, your suggested video. So this is it. That's that. And yeah, I mean, it's not really made for kids, but like, again, it's brain rot. Like it's the whole Elsa x Spider-Man video all over again. In case you don't know that, let me give you a context. It's all over again. Because the earliest brain rot before the pandemic started was like this like series, this video series called like Elsa being shipped with like random characters. I think the most popular one was Spider-Man, so like Elsa x Spider-Man. And you would think it's like an animated series or show, but it's actually like kind of creepy. It's really, really creepy to watch it. Like, obviously they're making it for kids, but it's not, like the content itself, it's actually not for kids. Like, it's unexplainable. I wish I should have added that here in the slides, but I'm just gonna explain. But you know, there's like no plot to those videos, to those like Elsa x Spider-Man or any other characters. There's no real plot to it. They're just like overstimulating the brains of like children. Like Elsa is like doing slime videos and all that, and throwing the slime to Spider-Man and all that. That's the earliest brain rot, like right before Skibidi Toilet or right before the pandemic started, you know? So it's all reliant on the audio and visual. Yeah, Elsa Gate. It's very, very reliant on the audio visual, so it's just a repeat, you know? It's just a repeat. What's happening right now with Skibidi Toilet is just a repeat. It's just what was happening previously with the Elsa x like Spider-Man video. So there's no real plot. It's just weird. It's not funny, but to children, it's probably funny because, oh my gosh, it's Elsa. What is she doing? Oh, she's playing with slime. Haha, kind of like that. Oh, she's collaborating with Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. But when you watch it when you watch it as an adult with like a mature mind, obviously it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, basically history repeats itself. So brain rot. Again, we blame it with the brain rot. Why do kids like it? Brain rot. Why was it popular? How did it become popular? Probably this one. This makes a lot of sense. I was researching as well. Like, how did it become popular? if this series, if the Skibidi Toilet series wasn't for kids, then how did it become popular? Because the guy was like making before Skibidi Toilet, the guy was actually making like other kind of weird animations as well. Like I think Team Fortress 2 animations kinda, and those Team Fortress animations were kind of like popular on YouTube. He was pretty much known for that before the whole Skibidi Toilet started. So definitely this one, the Skibidi Toilet, really kickstarted his like career, I'd say. Gmod, yeah, Gmod, those, yeah, I'm not really, I didn't really like click onto his like older content, but from like my observation while I was sorting the videos from like oldest to most recent, all his videos were like almost the same-ish, but like not Skibidi Toilet. They were like different, yeah, they were like different series, like Gmod and all that. Gary's Mod, yeah. But anyway, that's how it became popular. Oh wow! What do we have here? We have a fun fact section. Fun fact! Since it began in February 2023, his YouTube channel, Da Fook Boom, which is the guy who made Skibidi Toilet, is now just outside. No, actually not outside. Inside. This is outdated. Just inside the top 100 YouTube channels in the world by number of subscribers. He's at the 95th. Okay, this is the updated. I was looking through like a lot of like those websites with like the top 10 YouTube channels and all that. This is the most recent one. He's actually in 95? He's in 95. Above Mr. Beast too! Okay, I actually made a little bit of a detour here. I was like, oh, there's a Mr. Beast too? I had to search for it. I was like, okay, so like a sub-channel. But anyway, he's just right below Mr. Beast 2. So I guess it also counts as a fun fact that there is a Mr. Beast 2. I didn't know. I know there's like a Mr. Beast Gaming, I think. Yeah, I think there's a Mr. Beast Gaming, but I didn't know there was like a Mr. Beast 2, a sequel to Mr. Beast. Kind of like the Krusty Krab too. I didn't know. But anyway, fun fact, Skibidi Toilet Creator is at the top 100 YouTube channels. And considering he just started like last year, oh man. You could really tell that the people who dominate YouTube, the website YouTube, is probably a majority of it consists of like children. I cannot believe it. Because we saw like, we have like creators who have been doing YouTube since like 2010 or even earlier than that. And they're like, you know, they're like in the top 100s. But like, Skibidi Toilet Creator, he only started last year. Crazy. I mean, not really last year. He's been doing animation stuff, but like, really the boom started with the Skibidi Toilet. For sure. For sure. That's our fun fact. Okay. The lore. Okay. So, the Skibidi Toilets are either an invasive alien species. Okay, there is no real description to this. I don't think the creator outright like wrote a whole entire lore. All the research I've done is based on both observation and what I saw on the internet, and what's written on the internet is made by like people, not fans. I wouldn't call them fans, but like people who have done their like research on Skibidi Toilet as well. I don't think the creator themselves ever like outright stated that, oh, this is the lore, this is that lore. They really never like spoke up about it. They never really provided like a well-written lore. Like, it's up to the viewers to like decide what's happening, because you could kind of, I would say if you watch like the first, let's say like first 4 episodes, you wouldn't really get it. But you know, as the series progressed, you get to like observe like, oh, so there's like new characters involved, or like, oh, there's like new enemies that were introduced and all that. But yeah, it's all up to the viewers to like interpret the lore. So like there's no real objective lore that's like officially stated by the creator, so it's up to us to just like describe what's happening and call it a lore. So anyway, the Skibidi toilets are either an invasive alien species or the results of a virus that turns humans into these grotesque creatures. Okay, there is proof for this. There is proof for this, because like the whole sentence sounds like a hypothesis. Like we don't really know what a Skibidi toilet is, but to be honest, I believe the latter part better, because in episode 4, wow, how am I speaking like a true genius? Anyway, on episode 4, because there was this, okay, the setting is in a restaurant. It's in a restaurant, and then at first there were like humans, but then the Skibidi toilet just entered the room, and then the humans became Skibidi toilets. So I actually believe it's a virus. It's not an invasive alien species. I believe they have the power to infect like normal humans. At least that's what I observed on episode 4 of it in the restaurant scene. It's a little bit, if you start on the series, it's a little bit confusing, especially like, you know, the first few episodes. It doesn't make sense. And again, there's like no dialogue, there's like no script. It's just the same Skibidi dop 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 song playing in the background while the creepy heads go like that. Is this gonna be on the test? It's gonna be on the test. But yeah, I do believe the latter, that it is a virus. But the invasive alien species part does make sense if you think about like the latter episodes. But anyway, so the Skibidi toilets are invading and infecting humans. And then the emergence of the camera heads, okay? The camera heads, humanoids with CCTV cameras. Again, they are the enemies of the Skibidi toilet. But in fact, they're not the enemies. They're actually the protagonists. I'd say they're the resistance. The Skibidi toilets are actually the evil ones. They're actually the evil ones, you guys. And again, ongoing war with evolving tactics and weapons on both sides. So I actually made like a little drawing to illustrate this. I made a little drawing to illustrate this. So it's the Skibidi toilets versus the humanoids, aka the Alliance. So these humanoids have human bodies, but again, camera heads, security cameras as heads, speakers, electronic devices on their heads. While Skibidi toilets have real human heads, but like for their body, they have toilets, you know? Kind of like the opposite, contrasting, you know? So they're the Alliance. They're actually the good guys, the humanoids. I thought they were the evil guys. Considering like, oh my god, the star of the show is the Skibidi toilets. They're actually the star, the protagonist of the show. Apparently not. It's actually the humanoids. You would feel bad for some of the humanoids that are actually like deceased in the series. But anyway, Skibidi toilets, above the Skibidi toilet, they have their leader, the G-Man Skibidi. He's the leader. And below the Skibidi toilets, there are Astro toilets, which we will get into later. We will get into later, but considering they're like below the Skibidi toilets, think of it in a bigger picture that they are the ants, the colony of ants. If I would describe them, they're like the smaller but like bigger in number when it comes to like invading Earth. And then we have the humanoids. So what is a Skibidi toilet? Not the series itself, but like the toilet. Referring to the toilet, what is a Skibidi toilet? So Skibidi toilets are the main antagonists of the series, appearing as toilets with human heads protruding from the bowls. They chant their anthem, again, their anthem, which is the Skibidi bop bop yes yes. Skibidi bop bop yes yes, and often wield weapons and modifications Surprise, surprise. You think Skibidi toilets are just toilets? They actually go through like modifications. Or aka upgrades. I didn't know that. I thought they were just toilets that could infect people. But apparently, some toilets go through modifications because, like, you know, the humanoids develop like better weapons. They develop like better ways to like combat the Skibidi toilets. That's why they can also go through like modifications, and we'll get through that later. There are specific Skibidi toilets that do make them modifications. You thought it was just one toilet? No, there's actually different types of it. It's on the next slide. Anyway, they are known for their aggressive actions and spreading a parasitic infection that can temporarily convert opponents to their side. AKA, they can turn their opponents into Skibidi toilets. So not just humans, but also cameras, also the humanoids, the resistance. So very, very dangerous, right? Yeah, there's also giant Skibidi toilets. They're not called giants, they're called titans. We'll get into that. So we have the toilet types. Trust me, this is not the full picture. I zoomed out my Google Chrome tab to like 25%, and that doesn't even cover everything. I'm not gonna exaggerate when I say that there's about like 100 toilet types. Like there's 100 like kinds of toilets, but from what I researched, there are like 11 types, like main types of toilets, and I think I kind of just like compressed them too, because there was just too many. But I'm not exaggerating when I say there's like 100 toilets that have already like shown up in the series itself, in the YouTube series. But anyway, there's the leader, aka it's not just G-Man Skibidi, but there's like a bunch of like, you know, when it comes to like an army, there's like a vice president and all that. I'm not gonna discuss it one by one, because when I was like watching the series, I don't know their names, okay? I don't know their names. There's like no introduction. There's like no there's no dialogue. There's no proper introduction. There's no written anything. So it's actually just the watchers, the viewers, who were determining the names and all that. But anyway, there's the leaders. The basic toilets, aka, for example, this is a basic toilet. That one. The common one. The default toilet is the basic toilet. And whoopsie. There's the employed toilets. The employed toilets are like the police toilets. There is a police and a soldier toilet, so they are under the employed toilets. They're under the employed toilets. And then there's the research team. There's a... Sorry. I have to compose myself. There's a research team toilet. Of course, it's not a war without tacticians and strategists, so that's why we have the research team toilets. And here's a special toilets. What are special toilets, you ask? Sorry, let me... There's too many toilets, okay? I can't keep track of every single toilet, but the special toilets are, I believe... Wait. Let me double check. It's a little bit... I feel like the word special is a little bit too vague for everybody. Okay, the special toilets are... Well... Special. We have... I have no idea how to describe this, you guys. I seriously have no idea how to describe special. There's a cat Skibidi toilet who is possibly deceased. This is the example of a special toilet. A cat Skibidi toilet. I can't believe they would include harmless animals into this war, but this is a special toilet. and they're possibly deceased too. So anyways, we have the cat Skibidi toilet, and then we have okay, I guess I'm assuming like the special Skibidi toilets are like the ones without the human heads. I believe, for example, we have like egg Skibidi toilet and skull Skibidi toilet. So they are part of the special toilets. Maybe they're special because they don't have the typical like human heads that Skibidi toilets have. So those are the special toilets. We have mutant toilets. Again, they're kind of like a mix. They're kind of like a breed of like, I don't know. There's like a mix. For example, Skibidi toilet X a gun. So like merge them together. They did like a merge or something. They like mixed each other up and then they became a mutant toilet. It's basically the combination. There's a term for that. It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like polymerization in Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, that's the term I was looking for. It's like polymerization in Yu-Gi-Oh! Use that card effect in Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's a mutant toilets. Parasitic toilets are, well, the ones infected with a parasite, and they kind of look like spiders. They kind of look like spiders. They have spider legs, so they're like parasites. They have similar features to that of a parasite. That's why they're parasitic. Do they actually like carry parasites? Perhaps, maybe. Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Again, there's like no label to these toilets. It's literally just like the observations of like the viewers. The creator themselves never really said that, oh, this one's a mutant toilet. Oh, this one's a parasitic toilet. There again, it's all the interpretations of the viewers. Then we have gun toilets. Again, toilets with guns. Just like anime girls with guns. Decoys, toilets controlled by other toilets. Well, like a puppet. Like a puppet. They don't have their own Skibidi mind. They're just decoys. They're just puppets. They're just being controlled. We have the... Why do I have another special toilet? So many special toilets. Anyway, there's 10 types. Anyway, there's 10 types. There's 10 types. And then we have flying toilets. There's like so much to flying toilets, actually. I just pretty much compressed everything because there's so many. There's so many flying toilets. There's the... Well, there's the jetpack, the helicopter, the rocket launcher. There's the strider. There's the buzzsaw. The... You know, all those. And there's... I don't know if I want to consider this as a type of toilet, but there's also a statue / non-living toilet. So, like, statues are also... They're also counted. They're also counted as characters. So there's a golden toilet statue. There's a bronze toilet statue. There's also a stone toilet statue. They're also counted. They're also counted. Weird. So this is made up fan. This is like made up terms. Probably, but they make sense because like you could observe like, oh yeah, these toilets have guns, therefore they're classified under gun toilets, you know. So it's fan made, but also makes a lot of sense. But like as a viewer, it doesn't make any sense. So moving on to the next slide. I will admit, it was a hard watch. I watched it at ×2 speed, muted because the Skibidi song is on repeat every episode. At first, I did watch the first season normally, but you know, after like a few episodes after the first season, I was like, yeah, I'm watching this on ×2 and muted. My attention span gone. I wasn't overthinking the episodes actually. Until I read the episode analysis on the internet. I wasn't overthinking it. I kind of just like went into the video without knowing anything. So I was like, okay, this is happening. Okay, now they're in a restaurant. Weird jump, but alright. Oh, okay, now they're here. Kind of like that. But it all connects, apparently. It all connects. It all connects. I know. Watching it in ×2 is actually, like, going to contribute with the brain rot. Because, like, some brain rot contents are, like, ×2 and ×2 speed. They contribute to, like, the overstimulating part, but I'm not a kid, so like it doesn't affect me, and I'm not gonna watch a whole entire 1 hour of Skibidi Toilet and think to myself, wow, that was a great experience, we'll try again 10 out of 10, you know? Yeah, it's not intended to be over. Yeah, like it's not intended for like deep thinking, for like a deep analysis. You're just supposed to like watch again. Spoilers alert! It's not that deep. This whole thing is not that deep. It was they kind of just like capitalized on the popularity. That's why they like added more random stuff into the series. Is what I've observed. But yeah, I watched it in ×2 because like the pacing was rather, as someone who doesn't like well, brain rot content, someone who doesn't really particularly enjoy it, I had to watch it in ×2 because I was like, yeah, my attention span's gonna further drift away if I'm gonna keep watching this normally. But yeah, this is my confession. This is my confession going into this. Anyway, yeah, why couldn't they just flush the toilet? That's also my question. Why couldn't they just why couldn't they just like flush the toilet? I don't know, but like they just keep like introducing more and more characters. So I was like, anyway, I can't show you the episodes due to copyright, but summary of the first season at least. So episode 1 to 4. Okay, honestly, if you watch it, it doesn't sound like, oh my god, wow, this is the story. It doesn't have any story. It's all interpretations, okay? But I'm just gonna give you a run through of this. Episode 1 to 4. Skibidi toilets spontaneously appear and begin to take over cities and possibly turn humans into toilets. This is more observable during episode 4, again in the restaurant. Like suddenly when like Skibidi toilet like went into this restaurant full of humans, full of people, and then suddenly the next frame all the humans turned into toilets. So it's that one. So okay, it is discovered in season 2 that toilets can be killed by flushing them. You can just flush them. So what happened? Army of androids with cameras. Again, the resistance, the humanoids, is deployed to fight the toilets. However, the largest toilet, G toilet, also appears. This is G toilet. So that's like the big boss. That's like the boss stage of the first season, the first few seasons. So, 3rd season, toilets are shown to be capable of religion and mourning. The cameraman continued to eliminate the toilets wherever they can be found. Episode 12 to 14. The toilets become more aggressive, with G toilet now firing eye beams at the cameraman, flying toilets deliberately crashing into enemies, and larger variants appearing. So, like, honestly, again, Skibidi toilet is not that deep. They just keep capitalizing on it. They just keep introducing more and more characters just to overcomplicate it. That's it. That's literally it. If we can just flush these toilets to eliminate the Skibidis, then why couldn't we just do that? But no. Wait, actually no. There's like a bigger plan to it. We plan to deploy more toilets, and there's actually a bigger toilet. There's actually a toilet with guns and all that. So Cameramen developed better technologies such as drones, bombs, and a kill sat. However, this doesn't prove effective enough against smarter and larger toilets. So it's kind of just like a psychological warfare. They're like, oh, I'm gonna outsmart the Skibidis. Oh no, I'm gonna outsmart the humanoids, the camera heads, and all that. They're just trying to develop new technology. They're trying to like plus one. They're trying to outsmart each other. You know, who develops the better technology and all that. So. It's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. So that's why it looks like this now. That's why Skibidi Toilet Series looks like this now. I don't even know. I don't even know. So I'm sorry for this space. Okay, this is the last episode summary slide, because I am losing my brain. I'm losing my brain right now. Episode 6, the Titan, season 6, the Titan camera. Again, we talk about like more developed, more advanced, more bigger Skibidis and camera heads. They're called Titans. So like the Titan cameraman is deployed to efficiently deal with larger toilets. Okay, they're trying to like outsmart themselves. They're trying to like, oh, you want to make a bigger toilet? We'll make a bigger camera head. Oh, you want to make a bigger camera head? We'll make a bigger toilet. It's all just that. Anyway. However, after its shield is destroyed by an unusually explosive flying toilet, it is forced to flee from G-Toilet. Okay, this is what a cameraman looks like. Again, it's a humanoid. It has a human body, but a camera head. And it's not just cameras, okay? It's all sorts of, like... It's all sorts of, digital devices, electronic devices, like speakers, cameras, and all that. Anyway, G-Toilet, again, the boss stage of like the first, I wouldn't call it season, the first chapter. Let's call it chapters. The first chapter, G-Toilet is targeted by the cameraman, but they find out that he's immune to being flushed. He's immune to being flushed because they won't let the series die, apparently. The creators just won't let the series die. Meanwhile, Titan cameraman undergoes some repairs and upgrades. Again, there's like upgrades, there's like modifications for like each side. It's not just the Skibidi toilets that gets the upgrades, but also they're just trying to outsmart each other. It's like freaking Death Note. It's like Death Note, but for like children with brain rot. Season 8's speaker men weaponizing sound waves. Okay, this time sound waves. Again, part of the resistance is the speaker man. We have cameras, we have speakers. Sound waves are added to the army fighting the Skibidi toilets, with Titan speaker man showing up later on. And then we have the toilets try to hide in large numbers within warehouses but are easily caught. Meanwhile, an incredibly fast glitch toilet. Wow, they introduced another toilet type. Oh my god, is seen wreaking havoc on the Alliance. A glitch toilet. They're trying to make an overpowered Goku level of toilet. Okay, yes. Again, they just keep introducing more and more and more OP until like someone makes a more OP to counter this OP Skibidi toilet. Okay, so this is the glitch toilet now. And then episode 10, this is the last of chapter 1. I mean, there's probably more, but I just compressed it. A scientist toilet produces parasitic toilets to control the cameraman. Oh, wow. Now we can control the cameraman. Oh, the lore goes high. Oh, it's so spicy. This catches them by surprise, pushes them back significantly, especially with Titan Speaker Man being among the brainwashed and crazy. Now they can brainwash cameramans too? How will the humanoids ever counter that? Oh my god. So, you can kind of understand that, oh, okay, the creators are just trying to capitalize on the popularity, but wow, they're they're at least trying. They're at least trying to make the lore deeper. They're trying to spice things up. Although to be honest, okay, I'll give you my honest opinion. It's a little bit predictable. Again, it's for kids, so if you're watching with a mature mind, you know that yeah, it's kind of predictable. They're just trying to one up themselves. They're trying to outsmart themselves. They're doing some Death Note, Code Geass type of a 4D chess, but like it's really predictable. Okay, so that was okay. The last two slides that I showed you is the summary for like chapter 1. So I'm just gonna give you a really it's a mucho texto, but this is just the chapter 2 and chapter 3. Currently the series is on chapter 3. It's currently on chapter 3. So we'll be done with like the lore. We'll be done with the lore. So chapter 2. The TV man. Wow. Okay, another humanoid, another part of the alliance is the TV man. The TV man joined the fight using rays to stun toilets. Now we have a stun gun to stun the toilets. Cameraman finds that plungers, people, plungers are effective weapons against toilets. Of course, because you can just do the plunge, and then you can remove the heads from the toilets, you know? So plungers. The TV men retreat when toilets wear shades. Except for Titan TV man, who becomes Cinema Man. He becomes Cinema Man and battles Titan Speaker Man, but retreats due to damage from G Toilet because again, he's been infected. Plunger Man continues killing toilets effectively. TV Woman, wow, there's women. Count me in. There's women in this series. All right, time to watch. There's a TV Woman. TV Woman rescues a cameraman and takes him to a base, which comes under attack, but is defended by the newly upgraded Titan Cameraman. Titan Cameraman, Plunger Man, and Camera Woman lead an army to retake a city. TV Woman and Scientist Cameraman defeat the ever so overpowered glitch toilet, but Titan Speaker Man returns with more weapons. Oh, and then a joint effort by Titan Cameraman and TV Woman frees Titan Speaker Man from the control. Again, people, Titan Speaker Man is under control, okay? He's been infected by the Skibidi. Forcing G Toilet, again, if you recall correctly, G Toilet, the boss, the first boss in the first chapter. So G Toilet to flee. Plunger Man, spoilers alert! Plunger Man dies. And the Titan Speaker Man goes on rampage before agreeing to work with Titan Cameraman. So like, there's no more plungers. There are no more plungers. But you know, Speaker Man is like, gosh dang it, I got controlled by the Skibidis. I got controlled by the Skibidis. Now I gotta do better. So like, Speaker Man, you know, goes through his like revenge arc. And that happens in chapter 3. Oh my god. Hi Sharzu, Otsuzu. Thank you for the raid. We're just discussing the Skibidi toilet lore. It's been 1 hour since the stream, so you might have to watch the VOD to get a proper idea of the context. But anyway, we're in chapter 2 already. Chapter 1 is here. Anyway, chapter 3. This is where the series is currently at. Okay? So, chapter 3's cameraman spy on G Toilet and the Astro Toilet, revealing infighting. Oh, there's an internal conflict now between the boss and the Astro Toilets. So Speaker Woman appears and proves effective. Confusing. Plunger Man returns from the dead. Spoilers alert! It's like One Piece. You thought this character was dead? Ha! Plot arbor, because plungers are very effective again in killing toilets. Plunger Man returns, salvaging the glitch toilet as a vehicle. Wow. Wow, so like, we're using our enemies as vehicles now, because like the glitch toilet is let's say, very effective in a lot of ways. Not just in combat, but also in transportation. So the Titans chase G-Toilet, the boss, but are damaged by the fake G-Toilet trap. There's a decoy. So the Titan TV man kills the scientist toilet's mech. So this is the whole mecha thingy, the whole like Evangelion Transformers thing. So we're now, this is chapter 3. We're now onto the mecha arc, you know? So cameraman finds a Skibidi toilet assembly line and a secret agent appears. The Alliance, the humanoids, kill scientist toilet after a long struggle, but Plunger Man again is also killed. What the frick? And then G toilet escapes with a new Astro toilet variant, and that's that. Now you're up to date with the series. Good news, you're now up to date with the series. That's the series so far. So again, TLDR, they're just trying to outsmart each other. They're just trying to do a Death Note Skibidi Toilet Brain Rot edition, okay? Okay. Now that's the lore so far. It's so deep, right? But again, if you watch it yourself, it doesn't really make sense. All of these are just viewer interpretations. They're just the observations of the people who actually like watched the series, and like they made their own like observations and wrote it and posted it on the internet. But like they don't actually like the creators never actually like outright said that, oh, this is the lore, this is what's happening now. So I think it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, I think it's pretty like genius for the people who actually wrote this. Like they actually like took the time to like write all of these, like write all of their observations. I just think it's commendable. I could never. I told you, I watched everything, but like the first season normally, but then I watched the latter half, like the middle and the latter half on like ×2 speed muted. But props to the people who actually like summarized all these episodes, like this one. So yeah, that's the story so far. It's actually deep. At the same time, it's not that deep. They're just trying to outsmart each other. Oh, you're developing a new tech. Oh, we'll develop a new tech better than yours. Oh, you're developing a new Titan. We'll also make a Skibidi Titan and all that. It's not that deep. It's deep, but not that deep. Will you be getting a thesis paper? Perhaps. Yeah, it's like you outsmarted me, but I outsmarted your outsmarting. Yeah, obviously they're trying to capitalize on the popularity, so they're trying to make it deep. They're trying to prolong the series by outsmarting the other. They're just prolonging it. Okay, the reality of it is that they're just trying to prolong it. It's not that deep. So criticisms, obviously, a lot of people, I'd say sane, normal people hate Skibidi Toilet. And I could understand. I totally understand. There is a change.org petition to ban Skibidi Toilet from the internet. 2,496 people have signed. Just 4 more people to reach the next goal. I don't know. Obviously, it hasn't been banned yet on the internet. And I mean, I've actually researched if like YouTube actually tried to do something about it. But aside from like the copyright strikes, they really can't do anything about it because it's first and foremost, there's a YouTube Kids app, and the Skibidi Toilets are not on the YouTube Kids app. So like YouTube can't really do anything about it. Because it's the Skibidi Toilet is not on the YouTube Kids app, but it's in the normal YouTube app. So it's for everyone. It's not for kids. So like they can't really do anything about it. They can't really ban Skibidi Toilet, kinda. So yeah, that's a sad reality. You can't ever ban this. And YouTube cannot touch this aside from like the copyright strikes and all that. Anyway, it's just interesting. I found like a petition to ban Skibidi Toilet, but the reality is that they will never ban it because YouTube literally can't do anything about it. It's not really violating like any of the TOS because it's not on YouTube Kids. Like if parents are gonna be like, oh my god, my child watches this, then your child should have been using YouTube Kids instead of like the base app, like the actual like YouTube app, because like you can't remove this from the actual YouTube app, you know. But anyway, criticisms. These are comments that I got from the petition. Oopsie. These are the comments I got from the petition. From Hudson, it is low effort, disturbing content that has nothing to offer except stimulation, which is true. From Nicholas, Skibidi is breaking brains, which is true. Again, it's it's all about like I feel like their main concern is really just the overstimulation because kids can't really comprehend the lore. Okay, I'm sure the people who wrote like the summary of all of these are not actual childrens. I don't think children can comprehend the real lore unless I guess when you have like a developed mind, like when you're around like I don't know 8 or 10, I don't know, but but it's true. You can kind of see that. It makes sense. Like their concerns over the Skibidi thing is true. And then from Leia, this is ruining kids' brains and vocabulary and making them lazy, and they don't want to do anything else and throw tantrums. Perhaps I have yet to actually see a video of like a kid throwing tantrums over Skibidi toilets, but from just what I've heard and like read from like this petition.org comment section, like it is really possible. It is really possible. Like nowadays, I feel like maybe if you don't supervise like what your kids are like watching, this is really possible. Like they could be just consuming this and then make it into their personality or something. So very understandable criticism. It's not for everyone, and honestly, if you wanna have my own opinion, I think it's not like this is recent brain rot. Like I'm sure people in like back in the 2005, 2008, 2010s had also their fair share of like brain rot. We just haven't like heard of the term yet. But you know, we had like YTP, we had like YouTube poop back then, which is like the brain rot of like the generation before this, I feel. So I don't know. Maybe it just worsened now that, you know, everybody's like on the internet. Maybe it just worsened now, but in terms of like brain rot, this isn't like a unique case. I don't think Skibidi Toilet was a unique case of like, wow, brain rot started here. Yeah, like Annoying Orange, for example. Yeah, Annoying Orange and Annoying Orange, YouTube poop and all that. So that's what I feel. That's what I feel. So is it bad? It's probably bad psychologically, but then again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really like speak about it. I think the whole like overstimulating thingy might be true, might just be true, but do I think Skibidi Toilet is bad? It is horrible low effort content. Yeah, sure. It is kind of disturbing. But then again, it's not a unique case. Yeah. Brain rot is caused by the memes, not the content itself. Maybe. Skibidi Toilet is to kids what Homestuck was to teenagers. Homestuck? Oh man. Not this again. Not this toys again. Yeah, eventually, I don't know. Eventually, I feel like some kids can outgrow the Skibidi. They can outgrow it. It's just it looks weird to us now, but then again, it's not. It's definitely not a unique case. I'd say it's not a unique case. Criticism part 2. Someone said, Skibidi toilet is the whole reason why we don't have flying cars. I just think this is funny, but then again, it's not true. It's an over exaggeration. It's an over exaggerated comment, but it is funny. But like, Skibidi toilet isn't the reason why we don't have flying cars. It's because why don't we have flying cars? We're not yet fully advanced, baby. But this is not the real answer. I just think it's funny. And then this one, I just find it funny that these comments were like posted in a row. Skibidi toilet is stupid. Save the brain cells. Skibidi talates neds ta stop now arta qual is dumb. Dikvidi toilet pad. I'm thinking to myself, are this the is this the same is this the same person? Is this the same person who wrote all of these? Well, yeah. I think the comment section of the petition.org was pretty interesting. Do I agree with some? Maybe. Save the brain cells. I mean, save the brain cells of the kids and save the brain cells of like actually normal people who watch Skibidi Toilet, aka me. Yeah. The reality. Okay. This actually I don't think the creator ever thought about this, because again, it's not that deep. But this is a good theory or like an interpretation to the series that fans speculate that the series might symbolize a battle between traditional and new media, or serve as a commentary on surveillance culture. Our heads are in the toilet, symbolizing the internet, while our bodies are trying to pull us out and get back to more traditional, less addictive and toxic forms of entertainment. I just think it's like, wow. Yeah, you could interpret the Skibidi toilets that way. I think this is just a really good interpretation, I feel. Because when you observe society nowadays, that's true. Our heads are in the toilet. It's all the internet. It's always the internet. Social media, YouTube, we're all stuck on the internet nowadays. But our bodies are trying to pull us out and get back to more traditional, less addictive and toxic forms of entertainment. Like again, Skibidi toilet. That's I feel like this is just a good interpretation. But is this the reality? I forgot to put a question mark. Is this the reality? I don't know, because I'm sure the creator hasn't really given much thought about Skibidi toilet as like a serious thing. We are all Skibidis in the end. Yeah, we are all head in a toilet. I don't know. I guess this is a theory. This is a hypothesis. So it's one way to interpret the whole Skibidi thing. I don't know about the surveillance culture, but I would agree with the first part that it might symbolize the battle between traditional and new media, as you know, the internet is like getting more and more traction, and it's like way more content that we consume on a daily basis. So I feel like this makes a lot of sense. Is this the reality? Question mark. I actually do not know. But this is a good way to interpret Skibidi toilets in a more I wouldn't say philosophical. It's not that deep to be philosophical, but in like a way that's a little bit enlightening maybe. It is actually in reality, unironically, concerningly, really bad to the current generation. If we take this, this interpretation, if we take this interpretation, so if children are going to be forever skibidis, then it is actually really bad and concerning to the current generation. That's why, do not be skibidis. Do not be skibidis. Do not be skibidis. Is the moral lesson. I hope that's my interpretation of the moral lesson of this series, but maybe the moral lesson is don't be a skibidi. Don't be too much of a skibidi. Conclusion though, I didn't finish this. Oh my god. I didn't finish it. Conclusion don't. I just want to say, if you really wanna do, if you want to learn more about like Skibidi Toilet and like make your own interpretation and everything, like actually watch the series from start to end, I want to say, don't do it. I gave you like a rundown of it, and I feel like that's all you need to know, unless you really have so much time in the world and that you'd be willing to like sit down and watch like hours of Skibidi Toilet with the same song, with the same background music playing, the same Skibidi song playing. I swear, I feel like I get to like watch a lot of like a fair amount of like brain rot stuff, but I couldn't sit through like the like episode 12 or like episode like 15 onwards of it. I just don't. just don't. I feel like it's not worth it. Like, you can make your own interpretations, but I feel like it's just one big waste of time, because I was gonna include it in the conclusion. I just didn't finish it. But okay, we'll let the don't stay. But again, just like in the 2012 deep dive, let me just say, it is just not that deep. You could clearly tell that the series is a little bit predictable. They're trying to prolong the series by introducing newer tech, new characters that are more OP, and then there's gonna be a new introduction of an even more OP character. It's just the same cycle. It's really just the same cycle. If you want to know more, then go ahead, be my guest. But this is just my advice. This is just my personal advice. Don't, just don't. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. And I don't think it's intended for like audiences such as, I'm assuming everybody in chat. It's not. I don't think it's very enjoyable unless you wanna like overthink it. Like, no, wait, Isla, there could be something. There could be a deeper meaning to this. Trust me. I tried to look for a deeper meaning. I tried to look for other articles and like other like wiki pages and all that. Just other like written stuff regarding Skibidi Toilet, and I trust you not. I trust you. It's not that deep. There's like no deeper there's like no deeper meaning. Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z, except it's Skibidi Toilet. But yeah, PVZ lore could be deeper than this. Perhaps. Actually, Plants vs. Zombies lore is actually deep. It is deep. There's like so much like backstory to like Crazy Dave and like Dr. Zomboss. They were actually like friends. They actually like worked together before. Dr. Zomboss and like Crazy Dave. Wait, why do I know this? Why do I know that? But anyway, back to Skibidi Toilet. I've given you what you need to know. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. So now we know what a Skibidi is. Now we know the Skibidi Toilet, what's the lore and all that. How's the series gonna end? I don't know. I seriously don't know. You know why? Because it's still ongoing. The series is still ongoing. It has about like, I think, how many episodes does it currently have? You know, let me check. Let me double check. Oh, actually you can see from here. It's at 73 already. It's at 73 already. Wow, episode 73. PVZ lore. Okay, my PVZ lore knowledge isn't that polished. Isn't that polished, okay? It's not that polished. I mean, I only play, like, I've played like Plants vs Zombies 1 and 2, but I told you I only like the base game, the mainline game, PVZ1. That's the only game like I literally play up until this day. So I'm not that polished with the PVZ lore. All I know is that they used to be like friends, like Dr. Zomboss and Crazy Dave used to be friends. They like worked together because like they were both into, yeah, they were both into to science, you know, to science and technology, so that's why they were friends. But anyway, watched like 50 episodes and I felt like I wasted so much of my life. That's what I'm telling you. You're just gonna waste, unless you have like, you have a lot of time, unless you have so many time in the world. You can watch it, but I do not recommend it. I really do not recommend it. You can watch it in ×2 speed, but I'm telling you, you won't understand anything. You won't understand anything. Oh yeah. There are some Skibidi toilet merchandise actually. Yeah, because it's like the new Minecraft, I guess. Like people used to like make a lot of like toys, like bootleg toys of like famous series like Poppy Playtime, Minecraft, and all that. There's also like Skibidi toilet like bootleg toys, like not official toys, but like scary bootleg toys, and also plushies. Who would even want a plushie of Skibidi toilet? Definitely not the Skibidi toilet. Ooh. Definitely not the Skibidi toilet plushie. I wouldn't want this, but maybe the humanoids, because they're the good guys. The humanoids are the ones protecting Earth, humanity, you know? Yeah, the cameraman, in conclusion, let me add to the conclusion. Camera heads are the best. Camera heads are the best. They're probably the best characters. Again, they're the protagonists, so you know. And they have a cool design rather than this. Rather than this, you know. Looks like Mr. Bean. But yeah, there's a Skibidi toilet plushie apparently. It's like, again, it's like the new Poppy Playtime. It's like the new Five Nights at Freddy's kinda. There's also a... Oh my god, what the heck is this? What the heck is this? I don't even... It's a Minecraft? Skibidi toilet Minecraft creeper Steve. What is that? It's a Minecraft villager. Skibidi villager. Anyway. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're into Skibidi toilet, then you can get your own Skibidi toilet merch. Not sponsored. Or, if you want a better merch, you can buy Isla Coleman's acrylic stand. Just kidding. I mean, not kidding. I'm not kidding. Anyway, I guess that's it. I guess that's it for our Skibidi toilet deep dive. Funnily enough, on both of our deep dive videos, we come to the conclusion that both 2012 and Skibidis are actually not that deep. It's just funny. Like, we all think that there's so much lore into like these topics that I have prepared, but like in conclusion, it's really not that deep. And there you have it. You have a smiling face of Isla Coleman. You like that, right? Anyway, thank you. Where's my applause? Wait, I need my applause. Applause. BGM. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it's over. Oh boy. Well, that's it for Isla Coleman's deep dive down the toilet bowl. Oh my god. Did I just prepare for that? Did I actually have to like prepare a whole stream for that? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. Well, I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. What's next for the Isla Coleman channel? I don't know. I don't know. If there's like any like deep dives you guys want me to do, I'll do it. I'll do it, sure. It's kind of fun. At the same time, it kind of like makes me question, what am I doing with my life? At least for the Skibidi one. The 2012 one was actually interesting as well. I didn't know like a few things about 2012. Like, for example, like, I'm not the only believer of 2012, you know? The one who also believed in 2012 is also Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise even made like a $10 million bunker. So it's like a you learn something new every day kind of feeling. It is pretty fun. Yeah. Will you ever use this knowledge in your life? Probably not. But then again, you could just like, you know, go on with your life, maybe go to sleep and then think about it just before you go to sleep. You know, like those late night thoughts, you know. You just contemplate about your life and think about, oh my god, what did Isla Coleman talk about today again? Existential dread. Yeah. Yeah. Gat for the Rizzler. Oh yeah, I don't want to focus on Gen Alpha stuff. Or deep dives, because I'm gonna tell you this, I'm not the most knowledgeable with the Gen Alpha stuff. I literally had to do research for this stream. I just know the word like, oh my gosh, Skibidi, oh Skibidi toilet and all that, but but in reality, I didn't know like these kinds of things. Never even watched like one episode of it until I did the stream. PVZ deep dive. I could do that, but I don't know if I'm like the right person for it. I actually don't know if I'm the right person for it, cause I only played like PVZ 1 and 2, and well, Garden Warfare, but like not enough of it. So I don't know if I'm like the best person to talk about like PVZ lore. But then again, I'm not Gen Alpha to speak about like Skibidi toilet, so I can do my research too. Anime taking from different mythologies. Deep dive into Tumblr girl phenomenon. Tumblr girl phenomenon. I don't know. I wasn't really a Tumblr girl, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. 2010 topics. I guess 2010 topics could like, yeah, it could like Tumblr stuff could fall under like the 2010 stuff too. History of VTubing and its surge in popularity. Perhaps, maybe we could do deep dive on VTubing, but I don't know. I feel like some of you guys already know like the history of VTubers. Like, oh, the first VTuber was actually not Kizuna Ai, but like this girl who had like a virtual avatar who like did Japanese vlogs. Did you know that? Probably not. Hahaha, I knew that. PopCap deep dive. A PopCap deep dive. You know why? You know like why PopCap was acquired by EA? Probably not. We could also do that. I could speak about that. I actually watched like I told you I watched like a bunch of like random stuff on YouTube. And one of the things that I watched was like a really comprehensive video on why EA acquired PopCap and all that, like what happened to the peak of PopCap, because like PopCap was like everywhere. It used to be popular, but what happened when it was like acquired by EA? Spoilers alert, you know what happened? It got acquired by EA. So yeah. It's actually I could talk about it. I think I feel like I know quite a lot about like the PopCap thingy. Analog horror deep dive. I'm scared of analog horror. I'm actually scared of analog horror, not gonna lie. I don't think I can research that. I'm scared actually. The first VTuber was Annoying Orange. Yeah, but like if we're talking about like anime girls, I'd say the first one was actually this like Japanese lady who had like a 3D avatar, and she was just using it for like vlogs and all that in Japanese. Yeah. Oh, I'm zooming out. Da 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 da. 2010s weeb culture deep dive. That's a little bit vague. I feel like there's so much to unpack in the 2000s weeb culture. There's so much to unpack because like each year in like the 2000s had like something. Like there was something for like 2004, 2006, etc, etc. Y2K conspiracies, perhaps, but I don't know if I'm good with like discussing conspiracies. I mean, 2012 was a conspiracy. No creepypastas deep dive. I'm sorry. I know I'm old enough already to like not be scared of creepypastas, but I'm actually I'm still a little bit freaked out by it. Like we all know that the Jeff the Killer is like fake and all that, but I still hate seeing the image of it. I still hate it. I'm not like, oh my god, that's so scary, but like I still hate it. I'm like, oh, this gave me like PTSD before. Yeah, Ami Yamato. So. Yeah, PopCap deep dive. I feel like again, it's so funny. Our deep dives. I feel like the conclusion of all our deep dive streams is just gonna be like, it's not that deep when you look at it in a bigger picture. So yeah, but I'd be down. I'd be down to do that. I mean, preparing all of these is kind of fun. It is a little bit like you do need a lot of preparations and like your sources and all that, and do like complete research. But it is kind of fun because I learn some things too, you know, some new things too, you know. Well, Kathy, you know those like antiviruses? Yeah, they were like popular back in the days. What happened to antiviruses now? Oh wait, now they're built in because we have Windows Defender now. Whoa. We need to find one that is actually deeper than you thought. What's actually deep? It's actually deeper than I thought. I don't know. The PopCap one, okay, I will admit the PopCap one feels like it's not that deep, but there's like so much actually. There's a video documentary on that. Maybe I should rewatch it and think about if I should like do a PopCap deep dive or not. But I'm taking your suggestions because I'm glad to get like kind of positive feedback about this kind of stream. To be honest, I was just shit posting when I decided this stream. I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna make a meme deep dive of Skibidi Toilet, but it turned out to be a little bit more comprehensive than I thought. A Vocaloid deep dive. Oh my god, a Vocaloid deep dive is kind of good too because like people think, like I guess on the surface level, like some people think that the first ever Vocaloid was Hatsune Miku, but the first actual Vocaloid was actually developed in English, like it's English voice actors and all that. Like Vocaloid was intended for like English and not really like Japanese until like they introduced like others, and like Hatsune Miku wasn't even the first one. It was like had Meiko and Kaito, which is like the least popular ones. Miku X Domino's Pizza. Oh, I watched that. Dude, those videos are so interesting. Like deep dives on like certain stuff are just like so interesting. Yeah, Vocaloid deep dive. VTubing is good too. I just assumed like a lot of people know about VTubing, but yeah, maybe maybe on the surface level, again, just like the Hatsune Miku case, like people think Kizuna Ai is like the first VTuber, but she's actually not the first VTuber. It's interesting. And no, it's not Annoying Orange. It's actually somebody like half Japanese, half British, I think. Yeah. yeah. So. Wait, let me drink water. Yeah, I talked a lot. I need water. I need to hydrate. Yeah, because then again, Vocaloid is a vocal synthesizer. It's not like an anime thing, like a oh, I'm gonna make anime songs with this robotic girl because Japan is so advanced and all that. It didn't actually start out like that. Again, it's a vocal synthesizer. So I think it's really interesting to talk about that too. Wow. Ow! I hit my knee on the table again. I'm just fixing my sitting position now. Anyway. Yeah, don't worry. The water is not toilet water. The water is not toilet water. Shut up. Anyway. I was gonna like end the stream now because like we're done with the Skibidi talk. But you know the Isla Coleman policy, aka I do not end my streams under 1 hour. So I guess we're just gonna keep talking until we hit the 2-hour mark. Cause I wanna keep the stream exclusively about Skibidi toilets, but we kind of finished early because again, it's not that deep, so it doesn't really require a lot of like deep analysis, like further deep analysis. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are interested in like this kind of like would you consider this as a Zatsudan? This is like a Zatsudan with no, not really a Zatsudan. This is like a TED Talk, not a Zatsudan. Zatsudan is like conversation exchange, but kinda. But like yeah, like a themed discussion. Wow. Themed discussion. More curious as to why Yamaha took interest into making the Vocaloid synthesizer program. So. Did you even know that there was like one university that offered like Vocaloid synthesize, like vocal synthesizing as like as a subject? I also found out about that. That was like years ago though. Not sure now, but there was like one university that offered vocal synthesizing, like Vocaloids, like specifically specializing in Vocaloids. It was offered as a subject. Yeah, if I recall correctly. If I recall correctly, yeah. I watched a documentary about Vocaloids, but that was a long time ago. I think yeah, a long time ago. Like I think VTubers weren't even a thing. It was like it was a super old documentary, like a super old Japanese documentary. I should look for that again. But yeah, like a Vocaloid deep dive would be nice too. I could schedule one. Probably not next week immediately. Maybe we can do the deep dives like every other week, like every 2 weeks maybe. Maybe. Look, Mom, I graduated from Hatsune Miku University. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have that as a deep dive because like I think it's just pretty cool that Vocaloid is still a really big thing nowadays. Because at one point around 2018, they were saying that Vocaloid was dying. It started when this producer called Hachi, who was like one of the more popular Vocaloid producers, like made their last Vocaloid song, which is like a diss track kinda, that they were saying like, oh, I'm thankful for the Vocaloid community, but like I'm done with this. And then everybody thought that the Vocaloid community was about to die, but apparently not. Yeah. Like there was a lot of like I wouldn't say panic, but a lot of people were like already they were kind of like doom posting already. They were like, "Oh yeah, Vocaloid, it's over. It's over for Vocaloid and there's no more producers anymore because the most popular one of the more well-known influential Vocaloid producers, Hachi, just retired and all that." And but look at it now. It's like still popular and got even more with the introduction of like the what is it? The synthesizer AI kinda, which made the Vocaloids sound more natural. It happened for like Teto Kasane, which is like an utau, not a Vocaloid but an utau. It's called an utau. We're already doing the deep dive. Oh my god, we're already doing the deep dive. I should stop talking. But anyway, Vocaloid was in fact not dying, but it's like alive. It's like alive. It's much more alive now. Vocaloid software is still getting updates. Yeah, like you thought Hatsune Miku would stop from like V3, but no, there's like a V4 and all that. I think it's just pretty cool that they're still keeping it alive, and then there's still like a way. There's still like a way to like improve like a certain voice bank. For example, Hatsune Miku. Like we thought, oh wow, okay, Hatsune Miku sounds already iconic and good, but like wow, we're gonna drop the Vocaloid V4X, and then wow, Hatsune Miku sounds wow more improved. Kinda cool, right? So some Vocaloid producers seem to also sing themselves like Kanaria. You know, I've always wanted to, because I'm a huge Vocaloid nerd since the first time I ever like discovered Hatsune Miku. I discovered Hatsune Miku like around like 2007, 2008. There was this like one Hatsune Miku song, like super old Hatsune Miku song that I discovered, and I immediately like, oh my gosh, she's my queen. But the funny, wait, I didn't actually like discover her there. Like that was my first Hatsune Miku like song. But my discovery from Hatsune Miku was actually from Google Images when I saw this like blue-haired anime girl. I'm like, what anime is she from? And then, oh, she's from Vocaloid. And I search up Hatsune Miku, and then she has like songs. She can sing. Wow. And then like, and anyway, as I was saying, it's like a far-fetched dream of mine to become a Vocaloid producer. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the music theory. I don't know anything about composing music. But I really admire those like Vocaloid producers who like produce their own songs and they have like the ability to also sing their own songs. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. How they select the subject that will be the voice data bank for the project. You know, there's actually like a couple of like VTubers who have provided the voice banks for like Vocaloids. It's so cool. Like back to like Utau. Utau is like the fan-made version of like a Vocaloid. So like in Utau, you can import your own voice. You can import your own voice, and that can be your like voice bank. Like you can make a voice bank with it, like Utau. So it's like a more accessible fan-made version of like Vocaloid kinda. Whereas, you know, Vocaloid has like official voice banks, where and Utau you can like make your own voice banks, but like you have to like record your own like syllables, like a e i o u sake kikoku mame mi momu, kind of like that, and then you can make your own voice banks. I've always wanted my own Utau voice bank. I've always wanted my own Utau voice bank. I've like dived really deep into the rabbit hole of like people making their own utaus on YouTube, and like, you know, they can create their own characters and OCs. That was like the VTuber before even VTubing was a thing. I feel like people can like make their own characters and like make their own Vocaloids through Utau. I've always wanted to have my own Utau, but I just couldn't figure it out. I'm just too dumb for it. Or I guess in easier terms now, it's like an AI voice. You can make your own AI voice, but like back then it was like voice banks. You just need to like make your own syllables, like a e i o u kakeki goku, and like that. But yeah, I really wanted to like make my own Utau back then, and then like name her something, and like I want people to like use her voice bank, and then I'd be like, ha, that's actually my voice, haha. But that never happened. That never happened, cause like I'm too dumb to figure it out. But Utau creators are like so good, cause like they don't even need Vocaloid. Like they are the Vocaloid. I wanna be a Vocaloid, kind of like that. But nowadays, I don't know if Utau is still a thing. I think it is, but now, I've seen like VTubers debut as like a Vocaloid. Like they have their own like voice banks, and I'm like, man, me please, me too please. I want to be Vocaloid too, please. Before you had to manually tune your voice, now AI just does it automatically. Yeah. So. Right? But yeah, Utau. I've always wanted to be like my own Utau. I like make my own Utau like avatar and voice bag, but nah, too dumb for that. Too dumb for that. It was just like another far-fetched I like to daydream about things that I really liked, and then like envision myself as like a creator from that. For example, like visual novels, I'd be like, oh, I want to make my own visual novel. Oh, Vocaloid, oh, I want to make my own Vocaloid, kind of like that. Actually happened with VTubing, and here I am now. I'm a VTuber. Whoa! Oh man, VTubing seems kind of fun, and then bam. That's one daydream that actually happened. That's one daydreaming that actually became possible. I just think it's pretty cool. But anyway. I wanna be a VTuber. And now I'm a VTuber. Now, the next step is to become a Vocaloid. Management! Make me a Vocaloid. Make me a Vocaloid voice provider. Does Neuro-sama count as an Utau singer? She's more like an AI singer, not an Utau. Utau is like, you have to be in the Utau program to consider yourself as an Utau. But I think she's like purely AI and not like a recording, like a actual like real voice recording each of the syllables. You have like 3 or 4 deep dives, Redby. Really? What do I? I don't know. I'm just yapping about like my interest. I'm sorry, it's not related to Skibidi Toilet anymore, but like I'm just following the Isla Coleman channel policy where I don't want to end the stream in like under an hour. I'm looking at the stream time right now, and it says like 1 minute and 54, and I'm like, I don't really want to end the stream earlier than like 1 minute. Oh no, 1 hour. Isla Coleman Vocaloid software. That's cool. It's really cool. And then just imagine like more popular Vocaloid producers using my voice bank. Please. 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 But anyway, I don't think I don't think that's possible. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Whatever. I don't need to become a Vocaloid. I'm already a VTuber. I can't ask for too much. It's more interesting to Skibidi Toilet. It's something I'm actually interested in. It is interesting. It's not that deep, but like, you gotta think to yourself, wow. It's deep, but like on a bigger picture, it's not that deep. But it's still cool. It's pretty cool. Imagine comparing your covers with your Vocaloid version of the song. Yeah. Yeah, kind of just like Canaria, for example. Who else? Who else does self-covers? I think also the person who like made Goodbye Sengen, like, what's her? Chinozo? Would you rather they use her actual voice instead? I would. But I guess I could fulfill my Vocaloid dream too if they use my Vocaloid voice back. Yeah. Congrats to Vanitas getting over 10k views already! Wow! Vanitas reached 10k. Yabe! Sube! The misery I painted in monochrome as the password toad. Oh man, it's so it's just so funny how much I struggled with that song. But it was really worth it. I think I sound great. I think I was able to like belt like the difficult parts, and I guess that's enough for me. I guess that's enough for me. I kind of listen to that. I don't know if I can actually like play it on stream. I don't know, but like I actually listened to like the first ever recording of Vanitas that I made, because I told you it was like 7 keys. It was supposed to be like 7 keys lower. So the original was supposed to be the misery I painted in monochrome. It was gonna be that low. If I'm powerless to shatter the illusion I create. It was gonna be that low. Like that was the first version of Vanitas, but then the producer was like, you can go even higher, can we get much higher? And I'm like, yeah. Actually they raised it up to like +8 keys higher, and I was like, okay, this is a little too high, can you lower it to 1 more key? So it was 7 keys. It was supposed to be like 8 keys higher. So, and I tried to sing it and I was like, I'm dying, please make it lower, just 1 key lower. So they made it 7 keys higher from the original. They lowered it to like 1 more key. Yeah, it was gonna be +8. Can you believe that? Isla Coleman, can you believe that? But yeah, they made it to +7 instead. And it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm happy to do another like belty song, because I haven't done some powerful belt songs in a while. I think the last one was like probably like Gyakko or like Backlight from like the other song that I did. You had high expectations. Yeah. Why not +10? Because I will die. I will die. Your belting is so good. Thank you. It took me a lot of tries actually, and a lot of like I had to like shout quite a lot of times to like get my voice to be more comfortable with like the key. So yeah. I'm glad it turned out well. I'm glad I sound alright, you know? Cause what I heard from management, what I heard from management is that they wanted my voice from like the Leia cover that I did. They were like, oh, Isla Coleman's Leia cover is kind of the vibe I was looking for. Like I want that kind of like power vocals. And then management told me that, and I was like, okay, I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that. And I think I was able to do it. Leia was powerful, so I wanted to like, you know, wanted to kind of not really sound the same, but like give the same power levels as I had in my Leia cover. So yeah, it took me like a quite a lot of like tries, but I'm glad it turned out well. And actually sent it to my mom, and she was like, that you? My mom was like, is that you? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But yes, that was indeed me. I'm happy. I'm really happy with the outcome, because I was like, man, I wonder if I can do justice with this. But yeah. Maybe another producer will listen to Vanitas and think, oh, I want to hire Isla Coleman too. I hope so. I hope so. Would be nice to get more opportunities to sing. Would be nice. Would be absolutely nice. So. Anyway, I just drink water. Huh. Anyway. It's been 2 hours. We've reached the 2-hour mark. Wahoo! That means it's time to leave you guys now. Time to leave you. Any spoilers for next week? What do we have for next week? Let me check. Okay, for next week we have... Oh, we do have something next week. We have... I wanted to do like one drawing stream, but it's not the commission request. It's more like drawing kawaii talents into blank. Toot. And there's like a few more thingies here. Alright. Yeah, there might be something. Yeah, tomorrow is Sunday, so as always, you can expect the stream schedule by tomorrow. What if they watch this stream and scout you for a VTuber school? A VTuber school? I don't need to go to a VTuber school. I've been a VTuber for 3 years. Why do I need to go to VTuber school? I need to go to VTuber school. As a teacher? Oh, as a teacher. Nah, I wouldn't be a good teacher. I'm so unserious, okay? I can't be a teacher. Hey kids! This is how you do a stream schedule. Number 1, do not spam Apex on your debut! Don't do it! Don't make the same mistake as I did! Maybe. I don't know. Teach Skibidi toilet lore to my students. Okay, kids. Take down notes. The way to be a successful VTuber is to actually talk about Skibidi toilet. Yeah, I wouldn't be a great teacher. I'm so unserious. You guys know that. You guys know that. I'm such an unserious person. You wouldn't want me as your teacher. Let me just set up the raid. Oh my gosh, maybe he's still streaming? She's still streaming? Like I woke up today and then I saw her streaming and she's still streaming? Whoa. 6 hours ago. She started streaming 6 hours ago. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, let's set up the raid. I would be the teacher who goofs along with the class. Nah, I'd just be the teacher who's like, okay class, here's your homework. See you next week. No meeting today. Okay, class. I'm Isla Coleman. I'm your teacher. Here's your assignment. I'll see you next week. Just pass them next week. Anyway. We've hit the 2-hour mark. I don't want to go off too off topic, since I want to keep it consistent with the title. Anyway. Thank you everybody for joining me in this deep dive. 来てくれてありがとうございます. Thank you. It's the weekend. I think it's Friday night for you guys. Friday night, Saturday midnight. So have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you immediately on Monday. I'll see you immediately on Monday. And stream schedule tomorrow nighttime JST as usual. And then I'll see you on Monday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. お疲れ様でした. Have a good night. Have a great day. Bye bye. 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 Are you still listening? Okay, bye. Bye. Wait, you guys don't click out as soon as I put the ending screen on? When do you actually leave? When do people actually leave? Do you just wait for the stream to be like done? Oh, you wait for the raid. Okay, understandable. Okay. Okay, time to kick you out. Okay, fine. Just wanted to know. Just wanted to know. Just wanted to know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you to the raid. Alright. Just wanted to know. Wait for the next stream. That's on Monday. What do you do when I'm away? Wait for you to come back. Okay, bye. Bye.